BioWare. Bethesda is thanking the hell out of you right now. What is happening? Matt Made here, bringing the top 3 gaming news stories from the week. Let's get into it. First up, we have Valve bans a game from Steam. Now, Valve is banning this hyper-violent, hyper-intense game that was set to be released on Steam. Now, the game's title should give you everything you need to know about what it is and what it was trying to do. The name of the game is Rape Day. You already know where that was going. You already know where this is going just by the name. And it's nuts that it even made it to the store. Now, the game was like a post-apocalyptic survival game, I guess, where you could do anything you want. Obviously, including raping people. Don't know why you'd want to do that. Don't know what mentality you have to even want to do that. But you can do that, or you could do that in this game. And this was from the backlash of last year or maybe 2 years ago, where a whole bunch of games are getting pulled down, like HuniePop was getting pulled down, like Galgun was getting pulled down, because Steam was being more aggressive and trying to make it more of a safe space, I guess. And then they realized nobody wanted that, and like, oh, hold on, backpedal, let's clean this up. Now from that, they put in this policy, and pretty much all it is if the game's not illegal or trolling, they're not going to take it down. They're not going to care that it's up, but they're also not going to agree with your values or your intentions with that game, which is honestly fair. You ain't got to like what they're doing, but as long as you can supply it, it's not illegal, it's not meant to hurt or harm anyone, it's fine. If I don't like it, cool. If someone down the street doesn't like it, cool. It is for that particular audience. But I don't know how this game got on the store. It broke all of those policies. Like every single one it could, it broke. It definitely was trolly. It definitely was going to harm people. And it's definitely illegal. I have no clue. And the name itself gave it away. It's not like he was trying to hide it like, hey, the best day ever, or hey, surviving apocalypse. No. He named the game Rape Day. Enough said. No, just Valve should have immediately said, no, you're not going to be on the store. Just no, just wax that off. So good on Valve for actually stepping up and supporting their platform and defending it from stuff like that. But I mean, you could condemn it if you really wanted to. They're being very political about it. They don't want to condemn it. But it's rape. Come on. I'll condemn that, right? Rape is bad. It's bad. Don't do that. Obviously, I thought it was common sense, but apparently people want to have fantasies about it. That could go in a different direction, but that's just something completely different. But yeah, good on Valve for actually stepping up to the plate on this one. Now, next up, we have Fallout 76 2.0, aka Anthem. Always bringing bad news. You rarely hear anything good about it, even though I know there's good about this game. Like, my friends love it. Other people love it. People like it's pretty. I can say that. I played the beta and it was a gorgeous game, but it just keeps getting hammered. And I know Bethesda's like, oh man, thank the Lord. Thank you for delivering us this game called Anthem to take the heat off of Fallout 76, even though we just banned the only player who was really playing our game. So this is what happened. Anthem is causing consoles to crash, mainly PS4s. I believe it's also happening with Xbox though. I think some Xboxes have had this issue. Not as many or not as widespread as what's happening on PS4 though. So you'll be playing the game and you'll get an error. It'll cause your system to crash and power off. You try to power it back on. It has to check the cache and the memory and rebuild the database, or you have to boot in safe mode. All bad things. Like, your console's useless for at least like an hour after that. I don't even remember how long it takes to rebuild the database. As of yet, there haven't been any reports of it actually bricking a console. So it's not bricking them. They're not hard dead. They don't become paperweights. But having to rebuild a database, or having to boot in safe mode, or having to have your hard drive's integrity checked, all that stuff takes time and turns it into a temporary brick. Just a brick light. Now, this is just the latest in a myriad of problems Anthem has had since launch, and it hasn't launched that long ago. It's been, what, 3 weeks, maybe? Maybe it was like, what, the 15th? No, the 22nd or something like that? I don't know. Whichever release date you got, they had too many release dates. Come on now. EA, what are you doing? BioWare, what did you let them do this for? Like, this game feels like Fallout 76 2.0, and it's bad. To me, Fallout 76 was an enjoyable game. It was fun. It was riddled with problems. Anthem. Some people love it. They have fun. Riddled with problems. Same concept, same issues. Two companies trying to step out of their comfort zone, do something new. Backlash, issues, bugs. Everyone starts to hate it. It happened to both so far. We'll see if Anthem can recover. Fallout 76 may come back in a year, who knows. Now, the refunds aren't official. It's not like Sony put out a statement saying, hey, if you've been having these problems, talk to us, reach out to our support and you'll get a refund. It's piecemeal together. You may get a guy to get your refund. You may get a lady to say no. You may get a lady to say yes. The guy may say no. Who knows? But the support people, there's no policy in place yet. But have you had this problem? Has your PS4 crashed? Have you played on any other platform and it crashed? Like PC, Xbox? I wish it was on the Switch, but that definitely crashed. I'd love to hear it. And if it has, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it gets better. Last up, we have Activision being sued over the Bungie split. Now, as we all know, Bungie hated working with Activision, so when they got that split and when they were able to keep Destiny, they were ecstatic. They put out tweets about it. They probably popped bottles and had fun. But now Activision's getting sued over that. So a law firm is seeking a class action lawsuit against Activision over misleading investors and not saying that the split was coming. Shut up, phone. Now, as you know, the Bungie Activision split ended with Bungie paying a hefty sum to keep Destiny and to keep working on Destiny 2. It was something around $164 million they could have paid to keep that property and keep that franchise. Where they got that money, who knows? Maybe microtransactions, I don't know. Maybe they sold lemonade and built up that much cash. They're probably petty enough. This seems more of a phishing tactic from that law firm, as I don't think that the SEC has come after them yet. I don't think that many investors are super pissed to start a class action lawsuit. So it's more a phishing tactic for that law firm to get more cash and to get some type of revenue from that. This happens all the time. It's happened with, I think it happened with Fallout 76 over the games being so buggy and crappy and just released not complete. So it's a tactic to try to prey on the weakest or most vulnerable game at the time that has a lot of money. There's not much there. We don't know if it's going to go through. We don't know if people are going to jump on board and try to sue Activision. So time will tell. Do you want Activision to get sued? If so, why? Let me know in the comment section down below. But that brings us to the end of today's show. Leave a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on one or all of these stories. I'd love to hear them, and as always, I love talking with you. And don't forget, if you're a fan of gaming, consider striking that subscribe button and hitting the bell. This is Matt Made, and I will see you Monday.